Hi everyone, this is Lionheart doing another video commentary battle for Empire Total War. I'm playing as Russia again this time, against a Prussian opponent. So on my left flank I've got 3 units of household cavalry. In the middle here I've got a mixture of line infantry, riflemen and hand mortar companies. I think this is an early, no it's not an early, it's a late game, late stage battle. I'm charging my cavalry in here against the Prussian Jaegers, who are on my left flank here. And I don't think they've got their spikes up. Yes, they have. They've just managed to put them up. So some of my men might be got here. And my general's been taken out in that charge. However, I should rout the majority of his Prussian Jaegers here, and they're already starting to falter. Anyway, let's take a look at the rest of the opponent's army. Okay, he's got some quite high veterancy level general's bodyguard back here, as well as some household cavalry, which is going to probably cause me some problems. The main bulk of his army consists of 4 units of line infantry, a unit of Prussian Jaegers, and 2 more units of household cavalry, both level 3 veterancy, which is going to cause me some trouble. Right, I'm moving up my riflemen here, and followed behind that is my hand mortar companies and my line infantry. Bit of a scrambles now. Pushing my cavalry over here on the left flank to deal with the rest of the Prussian Jaegers, who are now in full rout. They're all dealt with, and I'm now charging my cavalry in to try and deal with his cavalry charge, his general's bodyguard and his household cavalry. Should still have numbers should still be on my side, although the veterancy might help out my enemy here. See a nice little cavalry skirmish here. That guy's, I don't know what he's doing there. Nice little duel here, sizing each other up. He's turning around now, facing another opponent. Yeah, he's down. Right, anyway, back to my main army, which is a lot bigger than his. He's focused on cavalry. He's moved some of his cavalry around to his right there, so he's probably going to try and flank me. And I'm getting my units ready to move on forward. Mass charge over this wall here. Moving my infantry up here. Should be fun. Just trying to get them in range now because, again, I'm going for numbers rather than veterancy, as I didn't have enough money for that. His Prussian Jaegers are starting to fire on mine, so I'm going to take some losses from that. Although I'm going to set up my riflemen back here. Even? Nope, they're moving up still. And they will start to fire on the enemy. Right, so his cavalry have actually charged into the back of me. I didn't notice that. Managed to form up some square formation in my line infantry. Although he's gone into my one of my units of hand mortar companies rather hard, and they're not exactly particularly any good in hand-to-hand combat. So they're going to get raped a bit. Although my square here should hold them back a bit. Moving the rest of my hand mortar companies up because I don't want them getting killed before I can use them effectively. Over on the left here, my cavalry it's not doing too bad actually. We're routing some of the household cavalry already. My household cavalry is doing quite well, and they've some of them have gained some veterancy. It's just the general's bodyguard now left. So obviously in that battle, my numbers did they did help. So I'm moving my hand mortar companies up to deal with these Prussian Jaegers. I love hand mortar companies, as you might have seen from some other videos playing as Russia. I think they're great units. They do a hell of a amount of damage. So do normal grenadiers. I just like that these guys have extra range because they basically got little guns which propel out the grenades, as the hand mortar suggests in the name. Let's go take a look at some of the damage these guys are doing. See little bits of body fly. When they do explode, they're not exactly as effective as they would be on line infantry because the Prussian Jaegers are in light infantry formation. So they're not going to they're not as densely clustered, so some of the mortar shells are going to miss them. He's not doing anything with his line infantry at the moment, leaving them back there. And the enemy general's just been killed, so we've both lost our generals. The household cavalry at the back here is still causing a bit of problems for my line infantry, who I've sort of just left standing there. I haven't exactly charged them in yet. Although I've got these line infantry charging in here to deal with the cavalry. Nice little fight going on there with one of my line infantrymen, holding him off quite well. Go, dude, go! Oh, that was a hand mortar grenadier going flying through there. Some of them are dying. Anyway, I've managed to dispatch all the cavalry on the left flank over there, so I'm forming up my cavalry here to hopefully charge in against the enemy, cause some damage. I'm moving my line infantry up now because he's pulling round on the right flank some line infantry, so I'm going to counter them with my own line infantry here. I've got less men because they've already been shot down a bit, and they're using the fire by rank technique to take me out. So why isn't this unit firing? Come on, start firing. Nope. Okay. Anyway, I've also got my hand mortar companies slowly marching up here. I'm going to get them in front of my line infantry to bring down some death on them. Really. I was going to charge my cavalry in here, but I think they're going to form up into a square. Yeah, they're forming into a square, so better get them out of there. One of my units is sort of really low morale. They're concerned at the casualties sustained, apparently. So they'll probably rout in a sec. I need to pull my cavalry back from there, try and attack from a different angle. His line infantry's reloading here, and my line infantry it's doing alright, not too bad. The hand mortar companies are just firing now, so you can see some of the damage that's going to start happening here, because they're so densely packed together in formation. When a round does explode, it does take out a few men, which is great. Watch this lot here. Oh, nice. So you see the effectiveness of the hand mortar companies here. Slightly better, I reckon, than normal grenadiers because of the extended range given to them by their hand mortar rifles. I think the line infantry's slowly walking in. I'm not sure if they want to actually charge in, but I'll probably counter charge into them in melee. Have a bit of a melee scrap. Oh, mingling with my line. Yeah, my unit's starting to fight now. Guy with my flag here going in for it. Oh, hit in the face. Let's watch this battle for a bit. Oh, nice bit of a flailing with his sword, twirling around there. Oh, staggering around, a bit drunk. What's all this about? Stabbed him straight in the chest, nice one. Alright, so they're doing quite well over here. It's starting to rout now. I've brought in 2 units here of line infantry to melee, engaging melee there. And I'm charging in the rest of my units here, my line infantry, against his Prussian line infantry here. Hoping to do some damage. Again, I've probably said before, but there's some really nice melee animations in this game, which look amazing. What my cavalry doing over here? They're forming them back up, and there's some line infantry probably going to fire on them here if they're in range, which I'm not sure they are. My cavalry is still holding on just about. Deployed 1,095. My enemy deployed 879. We lost near enough the same, about 500 each. So yeah, it's down to his veterancy and my numbers in the end. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this video. I will be doing plenty more over the next few weeks. Please comment, rate and subscribe, and if you've got the time, please go to www.toddfinn.co.uk/forums. Thank you.